السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. نحمده ونصلي على رسول الكريم. Brothers and sisters in Islam, I just want to take a few minutes to reflect on the surah that the Hafiz read tonight, Surah Haqqa, wherein Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describes and He depicts what transpires when a person will receive a book of deeds in the right hand in comparison to the left hand. And so we know that we've been told over and over again that life is once, you have one chance, you have to do it right, and there's no retake. But how can I understand and comprehend the density of this matter? As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, the person who gets in the right hand, he's going to have his hands waving up in the air. This is it. Check me out. I got it. But the one who didn't will be so ashamed that they will not even have, they won't have the strength to even turn around and face the rest of humanity. So how can I, the question is, how can I build that trust with Allah that will drive me towards ensuring that insha'Allah I'm going to do what's needed to be done so I can get my book in my right hand? Well, for that is what we call the Holy Quran. I know the month of Ramadan is on its final stretch. There's maybe a handful of fast left. But this month of Ramadan isn't about fasting. It isn't about zakat. It isn't about salah. All of this is accumulative because the core and essence of it all is the Quran. شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن. Quran is your navigation that you will utilize to ensure you get your book in your right hand. But that entails trust, and that trust is on Allah. I wish I can trust Allah as much as I trust Waze. Because when I turn Waze on, I know it's going to take me to my destination the quickest and the safest way. I know Waze is going to point out where there's an obstruction on the road and where there's a police officer hiding. When I started using Waze, and I'll tell you the story here, I was in Arizona going to the masjid and my Google Maps wasn't working. It was going left and right. So I stopped and I texted my friends. I said, what do I do? They said, download Waze. Brother, my life is going left and right. I don't know what to do. What should I do? Download the Quran. Fine. I downloaded Waze. And what happened was, I'll give you two instances where I defied Waze. My family and I flew in from Canada to Orlando. We're driving at 11:30 at night back to Tampa. Now, I know the way. It's one straight highway. Waze is telling me, get off on this exit. Get off on the next exit. And I'm like, this thing, don't listen to it. You know, it's gone cuckoo tonight. I'm going to keep on going straight. And guess what happened? There was such a big accident that it was a standstill. What Waze was doing was looking out for me. But I was saying, this thing is crazy. I know it's a straight highway. There's 3 lanes, and this is a back-end road. It's dark. It's scary. I'll never drive in that area. But it was telling me, if you took this route, you'll get to your destination faster. Are you all with me? Equate this with the Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not saying to us, because remember, the cultural perception is, if you're not praying, Allah's going to kill you. If you're not fasting, Allah's going to discard you from this ummah. You have nothing to do. Allah's just like Waze. Take a right, take a left. There's police. It's up to you to abide and follow or not. But over time, as you slip and you trip and you make those mistakes, you realize even if you're going to go to the grocery stores, you're going to turn on what? Waze. Because it's going to tell you something that you don't know. In the middle of the day, I'm coming back from Gainesville, from University of Florida, back to Tampa, and again it told me, get off. And I said, it's not going to work. And again, I was stuck. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Kareem, yes or no? Allah is Rahim, yes or no? Allah is Ghafoor Rahim, yes or no? Allah is not going to impose on us. We are worth zero to Allah. وَإِن تَتَوَلَّوْا يَسْتَبْدِلْ قَوْمًا غَيْرَكُمْ. If we're not going to listen, Allah will get new customers. That's not the problem. But the point is, I need to get to my destination. And my destination is based on where my book goes. And if I want my book in my right hand, I need to trust Allah. And the gauge for my trust in Allah is how closely I hold on to the Quran. So as this month ends, brothers and sisters, my humble advice is contemplate and reflect that how I can make the Quran a resort for all my affairs, regardless if I understand the Quran or not. I know that as long as I cling on to the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to be there with me. And so long Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is there with me, I'm not going to go wrong. And if I'm not going to go wrong, then my actions will be right. Then inshallah, my death will be right. If my death is right, the answers in the grave will be right. If the answers in the grave are right, inshallah, when I stand in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the book will be in my right hand. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow us to be amongst those fortunate ones, and to trust Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and to love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and to see His word as not a law that's going to kill us or harm us, but rather as the beautiful words of advice from a creator and a master that loves every single creation that He created. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.